everybody. Hockey is back at Georgia Tech. 2025-26 campaign starts right now here tonight against the University of Alabama. Thank you all so much for tuning in. To our returning viewers, to our new viewers, thanks for supporting GT Hockey. Before we get started, we have some new people to introduce. We have a new broadcast team here tonight. We have Carter here making his debut on color commentary. How are you?
Doing good, ready to get started. I'm excited for this upcoming season, ready to open the night against Alabama.
Awesome. We got Anderson behind the camera here. We have some Hita on a camera down there. It's going to be amazing. Hopefully the audio's okay. We're figuring things out. But before we get started, a few people we wanted to thank. We want to go ahead and thank you all for your constant support. We wouldn't be doing this without you guys. We want to thank Al and everyone at the Atlanta Ice Forum for being amazing partners, helping us set up these great broadcasts as well. Andy Hildrum and his father doing some great work here, helping us with this balcony project. Family, friends, fans, everyone, and some special thank yous to Jack Golick, Patrick Sharp. You guys have been amazing helping out the product, and you guys have been really amazing friends, always there for us. So, without further ado, Game 1, Alabama, Georgia Tech, a new league, Carter. We're in the ACHA, ACC hockey. Georgia Tech playing in the Georgia division with Duke and East Carolina. They'll be playing both of those teams later this year. 10 teams make the playoffs in the ACC. Georgia Tech returning a lot of key players, including their leading point scorer, leading goal scorer from last year, Colin Dorcas and Jack Golick. Now, Carter, did you know this is a big football rivalry back in the day?
Back in the day, because I was unaware. I'm a new Georgia Tech student, so,
yeah.
you know.
So this is a big former SEC matchup. It was big when Bobby Dodd was the coach. He wasn't too happy about Alabama and some of their scholarship things going on. He didn't like the way they were treating their players. But tonight, the rivalry hits the ice. Game 1 of Georgia Tech season. Anderson, let's take you guys to the ice for warm-ups. Let's check out our players, our new jackets, and returning ones as well. We like to show you the lines and pairings. Welcome back, Thumbs Up Diner, another year being a great sponsor. Thank you all so much for your support. So a new face joining the top line here tonight. It's Sawyer Howe joining Colin Dorcas and Jack Golick. Line 2 remains intact from last year. Zach Keschner with AJ Degliamberto and Keegan Goodell. New jackets, Justin Yu and Sean Connolly join Andy Hildrum. And Eli Rubin, Colin Chambliss, and Daniel Shu are back at it with Eric Soltau joining the forwards. On the back end, Joshua Liam McLean Boyd return. Greg Steckel, a new player, along with Levi Miller. Braden King and Aiden Roy are back. And Tamogna Kamaraju, the 7th defenseman here tonight. The wait is finally over. Georgia Tech hockey is back, and we're so happy to have you all with us on this beautiful Friday night. The Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets open up their new season against the Alabama Frozen Tide coming up next. Georgia Tech and Alabama share a rivalry that runs deep in Southern sports history. It's been fought 52 times on the gridiron, and tonight it carries onto the ice. From the days when Bobby Dodd's Yellow Jackets stood tall against Bear Bryant's Crimson Tide, to the current roar of this arena as Tech begins a new chapter in a new league, history has a way of echoing forward. And now Georgia Tech and Alabama meet again, ready to write the next page of their storied rivalry. Let's take a look at our starting goaltenders here tonight. Thank you, Community Q Barbecue, for your support. For Georgia Tech, Ryan Graff making his college debut, 18 years out of Potomac, Maryland. First season posted a .912 save percentage in high school last year. On the other end, Tyler Terranova back in between the pipes for Alabama. .899 save percentage, .351 goals against last year. The puck has been dropped at center ice, and we are underway for Georgia Tech's 2025-26 campaign. Carter, welcome. First game here at Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech in the white, moving from our left to our right. Alabama in the crimson red, from right to left. Alabama starts things off in the offensive zone. First save in college for Ryan Graff, and he'll hold on to the rebound as well.
Good saves from Graff early on. Good to see.
Tested early there, but was equal to the task. You can see him scoop up that rebound there. Sorry, everyone, adjusting the clock, but battle along the far end wall now. Digging for it is Georgia Tech. They're going to pick it up with Jack Golick in the near corner. He'll look to move it ahead along the wing, reverses it back and deep for a new Georgia Tech player, Greg Steckel. Moving it the other way here, they flip it into that far corner. It's Golick picking it up. Look to move it towards Jorkus. Instead, the other way, it's going to be Luke Richards, who gets it all the way in deep. Alabama beats out the icing. They work it around the wall here, and it's going to be picked up by Simos, Evan Simos that is, and Tech's got it on that near side. Plenty of time and space to break it out. They'll connect with Jorkus along the far side now. Turned it over momentarily. Golick picks it up. Looked to work it down low, but the pass was blocked. A reversal here stolen by the Tide in the slot, down low, and Graff freezes that puck.
That band is loud and proud. Can hardly hear myself over the noise.
It is absolutely deafening in here when the band plays. A great part of the atmosphere here. You don't really see it a lot in the ACHA, so great work to the band for coming out and supporting their Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Braden King moves it to his defensive partner here. Up ahead, Ethan Mazorf for Andy Hildrum, but he turned it over there momentarily to Drew Zrymek. A quick shot there, easily gobbled up by Graff, and he'll hold on. While we have the moment, we'd like to recognize and thank Thumbs Up Diner, keeping the tradition of the neighborhood diner alive in Atlanta. Stop by their Marietta Street location right behind the Georgia Tech Campus Recreation Center today. So we're still scoreless at 0. Alabama has that puck in the offensive zone. They look to touch it to the slot. And in the near corner, Lee looked to move it to Shu. Near side, working it to the left point with Pedersen. Shot, rebound in front, and Tech tries to get the clear. Lee on it for the Jackets. Faked going far side, instead went near. The pinch and works out, and Lee will get it into neutral ice. This puck goes all the way down the ice. One-on-one battle. Cohen there for Alabama. Boyd moves it to Rubin, who looked to play it ahead. Turned it over, walking and shooting. Big rebound available, and Graf makes the glove save. How about that for an early Tuss Carter?
Man, he's standing on his head out there. I'm really impressed with his performance so far.
Really solid start to his collegiate debut. Let's see if his team can help him out by putting that puck in the offensive zone. Big turnover in the slot there. They try to pull the trigger. Goodell will poke it free.
Good defensive stop there.
Now a quick chance on the near side off the side of the goal. They'll get it right back here and work it to the right point. Stepping and playing it across. It's Simos with the shot. Blocked in front. Zach Keschner corrals it through neutral ice, picked up by AJ Degliumberto. There's a big hit on the near side. Spiegler's got it for the Crimson Tide. Picked up there by Simos, looked to play it in front. Off the wall, it goes to Golota, and he's got it on that near corner. Tech trying to get a clear here. Goodell will poke it all the way down the ice. This one goes 200 feet, and it will be an icing on tap.
First icing of the night. Surprised it took this long.
It's been absolute back and forth action. Really entertaining start to this hockey game.
Absolutely.
And of course to the season.
I see we've got Haynes King in attendance in the crowd. Is that him?
Haynes King, there's a poster on the near side.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
Number 10 in attendance before his football game tomorrow. Why not? Joshua Lee picks it up for the Jackets, tries to get around Simos. He gets the puck in deep and makes a line change himself. And Alabama's Logan Schaefer will try to bring it ahead. Here's a steal, and it's Jack Golick staying on it. At the right point, here's a quick shot deflected on goal. The puck is free, and Terranova's got it in the chest.
Some extracurriculars early on.
This one is quite chippy. Let's take a look at that most recent chance. It was nice work just putting the puck on net. Rebound was available. Terranova made the stop. At the point, here's a quick shot deflected wide, and picking it up is Drews Remek. We'll reverse it here to CJ Hoven. Golick tries to corral that puck. Instead, it's CJ Hoven back the other way. A big hit on the near side here, intercepted by Golick, but he lost the handle. So here goes Hoven right side, will poke it into the near corner. And a turnover there, right out in front, and Graf makes a phenomenal save. Dorcas with a little bit of time and space will drop it off here to his defenseman. That's going to be Greg Steckel.
Good move.
Beautiful deep there. They work it further in deep. And Alabama's got it the other way here. A bit too far for number 81, Maxwell Seymour. Ethan Mazur avoids the hit and gets it in deep. Alabama's got it here. I was looking at my notes, may have missed what happened there. The referee's arm is in the air.
I didn't see it.
Sorry about that. Was looking at the notes. But the crowd is fired up, that's for sure. Andy Hildrum to take this draw to the right of Terranova. It'll go right back on goal, and Terranova will freeze it again. So same situation coming up, tie up one by the Frozen Tide. And they'll work it with Hayden Spencer, moving it ahead. A cross-ice feed connects here with Jack McCormack. Stolen momentarily, McCormack moves it further and deep. It's picked up by Ethan Mazur with a bit of time and space. Up ahead, Georgia Tech's advancing that puck with Sean Connolly, brother of Matthew Connolly, who was on the Jackets just a few years ago, made his last season in 2022-23. His brother Sean has joined the team now for this 25-26 campaign. Frozen Tide taking a shot, gets blocked in front, and Tratar moves it further and deep for McLean Boyd. Behind the net of Graff it goes, puck momentarily immobilized, picked up by Tratar, sent it to the line, a wrist shot just went wide, and pinching in is Logan Schaefer. Gulata at the point, works it into that far corner. Alabama content to make a line change, and so Tech's got a bit of time and space. Good forecheck though by Tratar, and a cross-ice feed gets poked all the way down the ice, going 200 feet for an icing.
Early on, we saw a lot of pressure from Alabama, but it's looking more even now.
They're doing...
off for Georgia Tech.
Yes, they have plenty of sustained time in the offensive zone. Really doing a nice job starting their season off the right way. And apologies about the shots on goal. We'll get that taken care of coming up soon. Simos plays it in deep, picking it up here. Number 91 for Alabama, Reese Gulata. Tratar behind the net, works it to the wall with Schaefer. Quick shot, one-timer deflected and held by Ryan Graff. We'll take a look at that most recent chance. Just a simple play, working it out to the blue line and putting the puck on net. You never know what may happen. Good work from Alabama. Draw to the left of Graff here. At the right point, they'll do the same thing. He sticks this one aside. And Daniel Shu will move it ahead with Joshua Lee. CJ Hovin moves it ahead, number 27. Reed, quick shot, stopped by Graff. The rebound on the near side. He's got it covered. Reed Anastasio, number 27. Sorry about that. It was a bit difficult to get the roster in time for this game, and also difficult to get the pronunciation, so we're trying the best we can, but we hope you're just enjoying this game. Thank you all so much for joining us here tonight. Joshua Lee for McLean Boyd, puck in his skates. Anastasio near side, reverses it here. Gala could be the first one to it, and he is. Reversed it for Boyd behind the net of Graff, and he looks to break it out with Gala. Up the boards, connecting with Colin Dorcas. He's got it in that far corner. We'll reverse it to the left point, but not enough on that pass. And so the Frozen Tide move it the other way. Lee for Boyd. Along the half wall, they'll pick it up with Simos. Easy stop for Ryan Graff.
Saw it all the way there. Good stop for him.
But Alabama making sure to just pepper him with shots early in this one. Another thing to consider, it's his first game in college, so pretty good idea if you're the Frozen Tide.
Looking to test him early.
Absolutely. They'll work it off the wall. And skating with the near side, getting it in deep. Around it goes for Gala. Behind the net, out in front, was looking for Dorcas, couldn't connect. And so number 20, Greg Steckel, moves it over to a couple players with different numbers out here than anticipated tonight. Golic puts it on net, kicked aside by Terranova. On the near corner, it's going to go. Right in the slot, the backhand opportunity. Working at top of the circle, has a lane shooting and a kick stop by Terranova. They try to force it back on goal. Near post, a good stop by number 30. We'd like to take this opportunity, to thank Community Q Barbecue. From St. Louis style ribs to legendary mac and cheese, Community Q brings home style barbecue just a short drive from campus. Swing by or call ahead Wednesday through Sunday from 11 to 8. Puck in that far corner. We hope you're enjoying these new camera angles. We know the glass is a bit foggy. We'll work on that for the future, but for now, Alabama's got a far side. There's a big hit there, and picking it up is Levi Miller. Crosses the red line, chips it in deep. Behind the net of Terranova it goes, and the Frozen Tide look to break it out with Cohen. Number 21, I don't believe we have a number 21 on the roster, but that's all right for now. Zach Heschner advances it ahead towards Keegan Goodell, has Dougley Umberto to his left. Got it along the half wall, but couldn't corral it super well. He stays battling for that puck, and pinching in is Tamogna Komaraju. Big stop on Dougley Umberto from Terranova. They use the glass to flip it out. It goes all the way down, and that will be an icing call on the Frozen Tide.
Not many chances for Georgia Tech so far, but the ones they've had have been pretty dangerous from what I've seen.
Yeah, that was a really nice opportunity from AJ Dougley Umberto there. Nice blocker save by Terranova. I see we may have something going on with the video being choppy. We'll work on that as the intermission progresses. Hildrum whiffed on that, chance in the slot, a big opportunity there. But yeah, we'll work on it in intermission. Hopefully it's not too bad. Kamaraju plays it in deep, and it goes all the way down there. Picking it up is number 11, who again we don't have on the roster. Battle in the near corner, picked up there by Jack Spiegel. And this one comes into the slot. Here's a quick chance. Sailed it just wide was Galata. A reversal behind the back doesn't connect with anyone, but Kamaraju will battle for it for Tech. There's a shot and a save by Ryan Graff. You can see there, once again, another case. Just put the puck on net from any angle. You never know what may happen. Alabama really racking the shots up early. .8:32 to go in this first period. A shot through traffic blocked in front, and Simos will corral it for the Frozen Tide. We'll enter the offensive zone here. Top of the circle, sticked aside by Graff. They try to put it back on goal. Momentarily available. A toe drag there from Luke Richards. Got it further in deep. It's Reed Anastasia. Tech trying to get that clear. There's a big reverse hit by Schaefer, but Tech stays in control. Turnover here, far circle, they work it to Schaefer at the line. Got it to Simos, a shot blocker to side, maybe went wide. Richards left it with Schaefer, was looking for a tip, and it's back with Simos trying to put it on goal. Right on the near side, they dragged it in front, but Graff was able to cover it.
great presence in the crease. He's making everything look easy.
Yeah, he's doing really well, getting comfortable here in his first collegiate game. Again, sorry everyone about the internet quality. We'll work on that in the intermission. Now at this new filming location, we're going off the Wi-Fi here. We'll try to adjust some settings and make it a lot better for you. McLean Boyd, little toe drag, staying with it, dropped it off, Shu was looking in front, the puck popped free, and the Frozen Tide will get the clear. Joshua Lee will pick it up and stay with it behind his own goal. Now get it to Boyd, was looking for Shu, puck in his skates, and it's Colin Chambliss on it for GT. Pass too far for Eli Rubin, and so Hayden Spencer moves it D to D with Drew Zrimech. Opportunity for Jack McCormick. He's got it now, will work it for Gulata. And they'll work it around the boards and picked up and held by Greg Steckel. Too far for Cohen, and now it's Simos. A little shimmy at neutral ice, gets into the offensive zone, lost the handle, put it on goal, a shoulder stop, a backhand from the slot, blocked in front, and it's Goodell picking it up and moving it ahead. Logan Schaefer on it for the Frozen Tide, behind the goaltender Terranova, and a one-touch feed played into neutral ice, and chasing after now, again, we don't have number 21.
I believe 21 may be. Oh, I thought I saw it earlier. Nope,
Yeah,
not there.
we originally had it as Tratar, but he switched over to a different number. I saw his number 11. We're trying here. We're doing the best we can.
They had it crossed off, but maybe you switch back. I don't know.
We'll see if during the intermission we can also get some correct numbers. They flip it into the offensive zone and picked up by the new Tech defenseman Levi Miller. Put on goal, steered aside by Graff. And this one is worked by Keegan Goodell. Got it out of his defensive zone. And back on it is Greg Steckel. Steckel up ahead near side. They'll tap it in deep. But they're saying they did get the red line, and so no icing on that play. It's Tratar, far side, trying to work around Miller. Threw it in front. Galata, a kick save by Ryan Graff.
Amazing save there.
Great reactionary stop, as you said, Carter. Really doing a nice job so far in this one. It's Keegan Goodell moving it to the Alabama bench. And the defenseman will play it D to D. It's CJ Hoven. Tratar all the way down. Graff was looking for an icing, and he's gonna get it. While we have this opportunity as well, Sonny's Barbecue has been serving up craftsmanship in every bite since 1968. Discover the magic behind their signature slow smoked meats and time-honored barbecue techniques. 4:49 to go in the opening period. Joshua Lee has a step. He'll get to that puck first and backhanded to his partner, McLean Boyd. Not enough on that pass, but it worked out for him for now. It's Mazur taking a hit from Tratar in the battle of 11s there. Andy Hildrum, nice toe drag in Tech's own slot. Lee will look to move it to Boyd and chipping it ahead out of harm's way. Lee stays with that puck near side, look to center it towards Hildrum. They try to connect with him anyways, and it's Boyd at the left point. Here's a turnover there. It's Tratar for the Frozen Tide, and he'll flip it into that near corner. So Rita Anastasio battling for the Frozen Tide. A shot perhaps looking for a deflection, went wide of the goal. Boyd gets knocked off that puck, and there's a big hit there. A shot from a tight angle sailed high and wide. Alabama still playing with that puck. They get it to the line. A shot there blocked by Hildrum, and he's going to skate it himself out of the defensive zone. Staying with that puck, but it is Alabama who comes away with it. They'll flip it into neutral ice. Glove down by Golick and advance towards Connolly. Connolly lost control here, and so the Frozen Tide have some space. That was Hayden Spencer, and now Drew Zremek. Zremek with space, flies down the right side, and a shot went just wide. Maybe Graf got a piece of it, and that one is going to be an icing call as it went all the way down the length of the sheet. .302 remaining in this first period. I hope you've been enjoying this one. Sorry about the internet issues. We're going to try to make it better here in this intermission coming up. Schaefer's shot went just wide, and Simos there for Alabama. Around it goes for number 81, Maxwell Seymour. And moving it ahead is Tech's Braden King. They also don't have a 24 on Tech's roster, so we'll have to figure that one out in intermission as well. It's Colin Dorcas trying to lug it himself. Pops free into the neutral zone, and they'll just leave it with Braden King. Now Colin Dorcas, top of the left circle, lifted with Golick, put it on goal. The puck was right in front of Terranova. So nice chance from Georgia Tech there. Let's see if they could get some more opportunities just like that. That's Golick, who was last year's leading goal scorer for the Jackets with 12 strikes. At least 12 listed officially. Dorcas looking to center, nearly went off a skate and in. He had 12 goals officially, but a few more unofficially that just got incorrectly recorded. But if you ask him, he would say, that doesn't matter, he's just happy to help the team out. Terranova misplayed scooping that puck, and Golick will corral it and engage in a battle with CJ Hubbin. And we'll have the first penalty of the night coming up. Again, we told you this was a rivalry game, and you're seeing it now.
They have two, at least one for Tech. Looks like just a Tech player in the box.
We'll see from this announcement. That'll help clarify who number 43 is, because we don't have that on the roster.
He's got some other gloves on, so I'm thinking he might be a new player or a transfer.
Yeah, perhaps. Hopefully we can hear the announcement over the speakers.
Okay. What number is he? 87? Okay, so 43 is Sawyer Howe.
Gotcha, okay. So we have one other player to figure out, who is number 24. But Alabama starts their power play with Simos manning the point. Top of the circle, gets it back to Simos, shot went wide. And collecting it here is Tratar. Tratar behind the net it goes, is looking for that left point, stays with it himself, drops it for Simos, a shot and a glove save made by Graf.
If I had to venture a guess, I'm seeing we have an 87 and 88 playing in different numbers tonight. I'm thinking 24 is probably Aiden Roy.
Gotcha, all right. Aiden Roy will be number 24 then. You can see again, they just put that puck on net. So it's Simos walking the line, gets it near side, plays it down low, looking for an option. Back up high with Simos, reverses for Tratar. Simos one-timer sticked aside by Ryan Graff.
Standing strong in this power play so far.
It is often said that you need your goaltender to be your best penalty killer, and he is doing a phenomenal job so far tonight.
Absolutely.
Alabama wins that draw again, walking the line here, reversing it here. Nearly popped into the neutral zone, but it's Anastasio moving it in deep, getting it back and sending it to the line. Anastasio with the lane, it's blocked in front. He stays with it on the far side now. Here's a quick shot, stopped by Graff. Lee tries to clear. Now up high, couple pump fakes, dropping it off, back out to the line, pass too far in the final 10 seconds of the first period. Through the neutral zone they go, final 5 seconds they'll test Graff one more time, but Georgia Tech and Alabama are scoreless after one. Usually we would have an interview for you guys, but no goal scorer in that first period. We hope you've enjoyed it though. We got a couple things to figure out in terms of the internet and shots on goal, but before we step aside for intermission, we want to show you what's going on here. Okay, sorry everyone. We'll figure out this internet thing.
This camera?
It's a problem with the internet, not We'll actually step aside momentarily, and we'll be right back. We hope you enjoy some of this intermission. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest.
The energy again kind of like transfers from the fans onto the ice and onto the bench. Especially, I know against the DJ game, like the band came out, the rec came out. Those are just like super cool experiences I didn't think I'd ever have. And I know this year we're gonna try and get like more specialized, like themed games to kind of make the atmosphere like that every single week, which I'm really looking forward to.
Being able to play at the Cooler again was pretty cool too, especially with the recent news of it closing down, which is pretty sad. But being able to play there one last time at a new level, at a collegiate level, was a lot of fun. Get to see some hometown friends and some people that I knew from the program being able to come out and watch that game at the rink was a lot of fun too.
Watching him score coming down the right side of the ice, going to the middle, putting it in the net. I think he got a pass in the slot or whatever it was. It was just incredible to watch. I was super thrilled for him. I mean, obviously we didn't get the job done, but if there's one positive from that night, it was watching him get to score his first goal.
Picked up in the corner by Golick, tried to send it in front. They score!
Oh boy!
Golick comes away with it, dropped it off for Kotzian. Now Prasanna to Golick in front, stopped by Lemanowitz, they score! Off the boards, Pranay Prasanna in the high slot, left it with Golick, cruising in, quick shot, they score! As Keshner applies the forecheck, it's PJ Marsteller. Keshner wins that puck. Centers for Degli. Umberto, a stop by Lemanowitz. They score! Top of the circle, drops it off. Lee's shot rang off the iron there. They try to throw it back on goal. Free puck still in the crease. They score! Here, if you're Miami, you want to get that puck in the offensive zone, start testing Brendan Germano. But it's been all tech thus far, and they score again! And the Canes will pick it up with Mensimer, but cannot clear the zone as of now. Jay Kotzian down Main Street, looks to play it in front, they score! Welcome to another episode of Broadcast Breakdown, where we're talking about some words you may hear during a GT hockey broadcast. Today we're talking about an area of the ice with plenty of scoring chances, the slot. Sharp in the corner, moves it to Mazur, right in the slot, they score!
Simply put, the slot is the area about 10 feet away from the front of the net, right in between the face-off circles, where the shooter has the best chances of scoring a goal, because the goalie has to have a very quick reaction time.
The slot is kind of divided into two different areas, the high slot and the low slot. The low slot kind of covers this area in between both the face-off dots and under the hashes to the crease. This is a good area to tip pucks, get rebounds, kind of get some of those cheeky goals on net. You also have the high slot, which is this area kind of more up here, still in between the face-off dots, but kind of above the hash marks. This is a better area for those power play goals, that middle bumper guy, and a lot of one-timers get scored in here.
On some power play setups, there's an essential role known as the bumper, which is responsible for taking a lot of quick shots and passing the puck around quickly from the high slot. They're always trying to find open space and always trying to create those great opportunities for them to be able to score or move the puck effectively to whatever player is open.
Jack, you've been very good at converting scoring chances when you reach the slot. On a play like a rush, when you get to the slot, what's your mindset? What are you thinking trying to score there?
Yeah, so when I'm in the slot, typically I'm aware that there's usually going to be pressure coming rather quickly, so I really just look to get the puck on net and go for a rebound, because most likely I'll have one of my teammates in front looking to convert.
What's been your favorite goal you've scored this season from the slot, and what made it so memorable?
So our game at home against UGA in November, the second goal I scored in the slot was probably the most memorable. Just the way the play developed and the way my teammates got it to me, it was pretty special to put the puck in the net and then go celebrate in front of our fans with my teammates.
Second of the night for Jack Golick, off the post and in. We talked about how dangerous it could be if forwards are able to get a clean look in the slot. What are some things defensemen like yourself can do to prevent the forwards from getting a clean shot?
Yeah, so if he's getting the slot, all you want to do is step up if you can. If you're close enough, get your stick on the puck. If not, get down, block the shot, make a play. But really the best thing you can do is get your stick on the puck, maybe direct it off into the netting if possible.
So in a situation when a forward is screening the goalie in the slot,
How are you able to balance breaking that screen with preventing the forward from getting a clean look?
Right, so first thing you want to probably do is box them out. And then if you can get to the puck, get up to them. But if not, the main thing you want to do is box them out and let our goalie get a clean look and not get screened.
Clean look for Brendan Germano. He's able to glove it down.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Broadcast Breakdown. Let us know if you have any other terms you would like us to break down in the comments for next time. I'm Patrick, and this is Sterling. We hope you enjoyed it.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
Douglas Umberto is looking for a deep. Thrown in front and a stop by Ryback.
Hey, my name is Andy Hildrum. I'm number 28 and I play center on the Georgia Tech hockey team, and I'm a freshman business administration major. So talking about our Savannah Classic tournament specialty jerseys that we wore this year, I kind of helped lead the design process for our Savannah jerseys, because ever since I kind of found out about the white specialty jerseys that they did a couple years ago, I just thought that was really cool, and I wanted to bring the tradition back of doing the specialty jerseys. So I started with some really early mock-ups. We wanted to go for like a cream look, kind of giving that Winter Classic vintage type of vibe, but we found out UGA was already planning on wearing cream as the home team, so we kind of had to pivot away from that idea. The original mock-ups of the jerseys that we went with were yellow and navy. I took a lot of inspiration for the design from a high school hockey team near my hometown in Minnesota. It was one of their jerseys that they wore for like an outdoor Winter Classic game. Unfortunately, the yellow design was turned down by licensing department since it was kind of too much of a secondary color. So we had to switch up to gold, which still turned out great, and I'm super happy with the way they ended up looking. Rivero did a great job cracking them out in a short amount of time and on short notice, and so we're super grateful to them for getting them to work out. They looked great in the tournament. And I'm already in the works of making specialty jerseys for next season, or a specialty jersey for next season, whether for Savannah again or just in general. I'm looking at some vintage style GT logo designs that we could possibly use, or maybe like a cream or classic type of vibe, or maybe like a sleek Atlanta themed jersey. But yeah, stay tuned for those.
So an absolutely buzzing start for Georgia Tech here. If you're Miami, you want to get that puck in the offensive zone, start testing Brendan Germano. But it's been all Tech thus far, and they score again! Keegan Goodell with the one-timer has his third goal of the tournament. 2-0 Tech early in this one. Welcome back for the second period of play on opening night here. Georgia Tech taking on the University of Alabama. We are tied at 0 after 1. Bama enters this period on the power play, just about 36 seconds left, 34 to be exact. Hopefully the stream is up, but if not, we're recording this all for you and we'll get it uploaded as soon as this game ends. We will figure out a better solution for the internet here, because it's not being the best right now, but whenever you're watching this, we hope you're sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying this game. Period 2 is a go between Tech and Alabama. Also, hopefully the shots on goal are going to start populating, but for now, we got the score, we got the time. That's what's important. We'll work to figure everything out after this. It's opening night for the broadcast as well. But here we go, Alabama on the man advantage. A shot from Simo sailed high. And the Jackets look to move it with Aiden Roy. The net gets dislodged. 2 seconds to go on the power play. Now that is quite one way to crash the net. Good things happen when you go to the net, and incidentally took the net off, but that's okay. Was working hard for that one. So the draw ends up in neutral ice. Trotar to take it against Dorcas. Dorcas will win it momentarily. Trotar picks it up for Alabama. That does it for the power play. As Sawyer Howe flipped the puck into the stands. As a little souvenir. You gotta be careful doing that. Wanna protect the fans. Oh man. Did you catch what happened there? And he got called for that? Wow. Yeah. Hopefully the fans are okay. We definitely don't want to see that. So Alabama going on their second power play of the game. Right after their last one, they've got some good chances, but are 0 for 1. Simos walks the line, plays it across, top of the circle, drops it back for Simos. Now Trotar's shot blocked in front by Aiden Roy. Trotar around it goes for Poland, and back out to the right point with Simos. Quarterbacking the power play, taking a shot blocked by Degliamberto, and he does get it by Simos, and Trotar will regroup for the Frozen Tide. 5-on-4 situation, a minute 20 to go. It is Gulata for Alabama driving the goal. Reverses sides here at that left point. Now top of the zone with Simos. Little give and go. Plays across ice. Trotar works it for Simos, top of the zone. Tries to put it on goal, and a deflection stop by Ryan Kraft. Good stops by the Tech netminder. Simos on goal went just wide there, and Dorcas able to get the clear, forcing Terranova to play that puck. Jack Golick F1 on this PK here. Trotar moves it ahead. That's number 20, Luke Richards, takes a big hit, and it's Trotar back on it for the Frozen Tide. Tie up in this near corner. Boyd there for Georgia Tech. towards the Alabama bench. No delay of game penalty in our league for clearing from your defensive zone out of the playing surface, unlike the NHL, but in Sawyer's case, I guess they didn't like that was intentional. 20 seconds to go here on the power play for Alabama. They'll drop it to the line here and play it across. Setting up shot is Hayden Spencer, reversing it here, stepping and thinking about a shot there. Number 20, Luke Richards. Back for Spencer now. Richards shoots one and a glove save by Ryan Graff to end the power play. We'll take a look at it again. That was a nice little give and go there, and good work taking that shot, Luke Richards, but a glove grab for Ryan Graff. Right out in front, trying to pull the trigger there was Luke Richards. And that's going to be offside, and so while we have this opportunity, we'll give you guys another with great food and a welcoming atmosphere. 17:07 to go in the middle frame. Tie game here, 0-0. Holdren tried corralling that puck. Joshua Lee back in deep, and Alabama's got it with Rocco Esposito. Turnover here, it's Andy Holdren with the chance. Gets to Joshua Lee. Up the wall, stays with it himself, sends it around the glass for Sean Connolly, around the wall. Picked up by Holdren, takes a big hit there, and so it's Jack McCormick for the Frozen Tide. Little turnover, Boyd's got room, takes a shot, stopped by Terranova. They try to force it on goal. Lee with the drive and another save by Terranova. How about that for testing the Frozen Tide netminder? Changing the camera angle there, looks pretty cool. McLean Boyd behind his own goal line. It is Sawyer Howe back on it for the Jackets. Turned it over to Tatar, top of the circle. Look to reverse here for Gulata. 2-on-2 battle behind the net, picked up by Alabama. And won by Joshua Lee after the stick lift. Now Golick will lug it on neutral ice and get it in deep around Terranova. Schaefer's got it for Alabama. Spiegel there with Tatar, and it's in the neutral zone with Graydon King. Up ahead near side, they'll tap it for Colin Dorcas, who has Howe driving to the net, and a good work defensively by Evan Simos breaking up the pass. A cross-checking penalty coming up on Logan Schaefer, and so it'll be the first power play of the night for Georgia Tech. Absolutely. Draw to the left of Terranova. It's Sawyer Howe on the far half, while Dorcas there as well. Howe has Lee right near him. Goes on the near side, drops it off for Boyd. Reverses to Howe, but the pass pops into the neutral zone, forcing Tech to lead here. Ryan Graff forced to play that puck. He'll steer it around the end wall for McLean Boyd. They'll drop it off to Joshua Lee. A minute 30 to go on Tech's first man advantage. Last season, Georgia Tech recorded 4 Ice Forum logo. At the left circle here, behind the goal line, Simo's harassing him, trying to dig that puck free. And it's Lee on the goal line here. Saucer pass towards Dorcas, gets it back to Lee. Puck caught over his stick, and Boyd's got it on neutral ice with 30 seconds to go on the power play. Joshua Lee here going for a skate. There's a big hit, and Boyd protects that puck. It's Colin Dorcas. Threw it towards the spot. Another penalty coming up. Looks like McLean. Boyd heading to the box. With 17 seconds of 4-on-4 time to go. Thus, ending the top power play, making them 0 for 1 this evening. In the neutral zone, it's Dougley and Berto with 9 seconds. It is 4-on-4. I don't think he realized that. It went all the way down the ice. They waved the icing off, though. I guess they thought Alabama could have gotten to that puck. Quick shot, stopped by Graf, the rebound, fended off as well. So a minute 30 on the Alabama power play here. They feed it to the line, a shot, blocked in front by Roy, tries to backhand it out. Dougley Umberto tries to slot a three, and he does. Let's see, we got a minute 10 to go on the power play. Looks adjusted out to it. Roy tries to clear Canal right out in front, and it goes just by. Maybe getting a piece of that was Ryan Graf. Big battles here behind Graf's net. They blow the play dead here. So we have a moment to regroup and reset. .45 seconds to go on the power play. And 12:25 in the period. Here we go, it's Hayden Spencer on it for the Frozen Tide. Behind the net of Terra Nova. We'll drop it off here, that's Luke Richards. Richards for a skate, takes a huge hit there from Aiden Roy. Tech gets it clear with 23 seconds to go, and Tyler Terranova plays that puck. Zipping it ahead. Momentarily to Chambliss, but skating with it is Spencer. Aiden Spencer trying to drive the goal, plays it himself into the near side. Final couple seconds, power play over. They move it down low here with Richards, and he'll drop it off here for Zrema. Now in tight, a tight angle shot, stopped by Graf. The rebound went wide, and Braden King looks to advance it ahead. Simo's deflection momentarily. They were looking for it to not quite get it. And chasing after it with speed is Connolly, but cannot get there in time. Let's take it up community view indicator offering authentic marketing always above. Come hungry. Fans can share the flavor with family and friends. For Alabama. Tratar turned it over there, and it's back with Simos. They'll connect with Gulata. Right side he goes, takes a shot, and went wide of Graf's net. Around for Gabe Poland, has Schaefer to his right. They'll reverse it up the far wall, and it's Tratar dropping it off for Gulata. Poke there by Lee, stays with it himself, and a stop made by Ryan Graff. Take a look at that rush for Alabama. That was some really nice work staying with it by Gulata, and was able to get a very nice shooting lane for himself. Good save by Ryan Graff. The Tide win that draw, going out in front. Couldn't connect there on the one-timer attempt. It's Ethan Mazur for Georgia Tech. Takes a shot, stopped by Terranova, and it's coming back on it, sails it around the glass, turned over to Boyd, looks to throw it in front, a chance in the slot, went just wide from Mazur. We'll drop it off, little miscommunication, and so it's CJ Hovin for the Frozen Tide. Good stick work by Andy Holdren, but Alabama gets it in deep. Greg Steckel up the boards, turned it over to Cohen, looked to send it to the slot, and picking it up here is CJ Hovin. Right on goal, they score, went off a tough player's skate, and Alabama has their first goal of the season. I mean, we've been saying all game, no shot is a bad shot, and that one was going wide, but it went off the skate of the Tech defenseman. We'll look at it one more time here. Just a very unfortunate break for the Jackets. Alabama breaks the ice here in game one. So here we go, 1-0 Tide halfway through this game. It's Rocco Esposito here, turned it over to Hal Sawyer. Hal, little toe drag went well by Esposito. Hal's got it for a half, all collected there by Hayden Spencer. Spencer into the O-zone and a blocker save made by Graff. Seems to be rebounding well after the goal against. They'll chip it ahead, it's Joshua Lee. Has a lane and a stop by Terranova. He tries to wrap it around the puck in the crease. They couldn't get it to go. How with a lane and a glove stop by Terranova. He's got it in the glove. Alabama not happy about that contact. But a nice save by number 30 for the Tide. Trying to get it out. Colin Dorcas in the slot. The backhand kicked away by the pad of Terranova. Up ahead, Tratar off the wall. Collecting it is Poland. Has it in deep. Howe digging for it there with Stuckel. Toe drag here, and it's Gulata for the Tide. Lost the handle, and picking it up is Jack Gallen. Saucer pass. Howe loads it up and sails it wide. 2-on-1 battle for the Frozen Tide. They'll kick it free to Gabe Poland. Tide trying to get a clear here. They're working for that puck on the near side. And now Tratar up the boards. That'll go all the way down 200 feet for an icing. Now, Carter, things have gotten quite physical here after that last opportunity. Trying to understand the atmosphere here. I can hear Carter in my headset and I cannot hear him on that whistle. It is an electric atmosphere in here. We hope you're enjoying it. Here's a chance for Levi Miller, little toe drag, backhand shot blocked in the slot, slotting it just wide of the net there was AJ Degliamberto, the new GT captain. So it's Levi Miller for Tech, advances it here. They'll tap it into the offensive zone. Schaefer first to it for Alabama. Leaves it for Spiegel and reverses it back to Schaefer. Up ahead, trying to get that clear. Goodell stays with it and leaves it in the O-zone, forcing Alabama to retry that clearing attempt. Nice pressure from Tech. There's a huge hit. Stop and play as Galata's helmet came off. Taste the tradition at Sonny's Barbecue, where every bite is crafted in-house every day. With family bundles and kids eat 3 days, Sonny's makes it easy to fuel your crew all season long. Ron coming up to the left of Terranova, Chambliss to take it for Georgia Tech. This draw, but good work applying pressure from Daniel Shu. Cannot get the clear, but now they do. Kamaraju plays it back in deep, and it is Drew Zremek leading the rush for Alabama. Zremek up right side, trying to work around King, takes a shot on a blocker save made by Graf. Rubin tries to flip it out of the zone. Alabama will keep it in, and it's Kamaraju. Backhands it for Braden King. King up ahead, that's Rubin. Tries to get around his man, turned it over after the stick lift, but gets it right back. Chambliss up the wall for Shu. Nice play there, and he's got a lane. Good defensive work from Alabama's number 26, Jack McCormick. King plays it into the far corner. It is Cohen, Hunter Cohen for Alabama. Uses the glass as his friend and advances it ahead. Frozen Tide with the backhand there, won by Cullen Dorcas. Bollock lets it down, keeps it himself, but they say that was offside. So close there. Nice play by Bollock, just offside. For sure, it's a very subjective measure. We're not going to give the linesmen a hard time. They've got a pretty tough job. Colin Dorcas might get to that puck first, and it ends up behind the goal line here. Puck in the skates. The man goes down for Alabama. It's Joshua Lee's shot deflected into the near corner. Across ice feed, tape to tape with Anastasio. Picked off by McLean Voigt, and he's got it on neutral ice. Lays the body there, but missed the check a little bit. Sawyer now will pick it up. Dropped it off for Dorcas. A blind pass, but Lee will pinch in. Gets it in deep, ends up in the protective netting, and so a face-off coming up in Alabama's defensive zone. Looks like the fan got a souvenir there. We got 4:54 to go in the second period. What a game this is turning out to be in this rivalry matchup. Golick put it towards the slot. Boyd will collect it, tries to put it back on goal and went wide. Golick tried to leave it towards Dorcas, picked up by Spiegel. And into neutral ice it goes. Tritar be the forechecker there. And a good read from Joshua Lee. Look to play it in front from a tight angle. Stop by Terranova. And into the near side it goes. Steckel nearly lost an edge. Mazur tried to keep it in, but Fakar will get it out. So this is Reese Gulata getting it in deep. And Steckel's backhand moved it ahead into Tech's defensive zone back with Steckel. Gets it in deep, right by Graf's goal, and it's Andy Hildrum for the Jackets. Joshua Lee lost an edge, but corralled by Hildrum. And they'll pick it up with Henry Cohen, and a shot gloved and held by Graf. And excuse me, that's Hunter Cohen. Nice glove grab there from Ryan Graf. Here's a shot through traffic, the puck available, and a bad save made. Holding on to it is Ryan Graf. What do you make of Graf's play so far in this one in his first game, Carter? Looks to be very composed in the pipes. His team needs to help him out with some goal support though, as it's 1-0 Alabama. Steckel gets all the way in deep for a defenseman. Alabama tries to slot it down with Hunter Cohen. A shot gloved and held by Tyler Terranova. So Alabama's got it, they'll work it around the wall here. It's Braden King looking for an option, gets it behind the goal line and picked up there by Drew Zremek. Up ahead, that's Aiden Roy, picked up though by CJ Hoven. Hoven with space and a shot gets deflected by Braden King out of play. Coming up to the left of Ryan Graf. It will be won by the Frozen Tide, and loading up a chance there was Spencer. And that's Pedersen, or excuse me, Cohen Pedersen. In deep now is Luke Richards, looks for an option. Play it to the left point with Pedersen on goal and a stop made by Graf. Up ahead. That's Simos for Alabama, plays it for Richards, and he gets it in deep. First one to it. They try a wraparound chance on the backhand. It pops free to Simos. Looking in the slow one-timer, the puck towards the goal line. Graf had that right pad down. Tie up here, looking for an option. Tight angle shot. Graf makes the save as he was standing up. Yeah, no, I surprise as well, but he made it look super casual as well. You can see on this replay here, just standing up and right in the bread basket. Or maybe the glove, but it looked in the chest on that replay. It's like he saw it coming. Schaefer with the land graph, able to see it all the way. He makes the glove grab. Nice work by the Newcomb goaltender. Schaefer walks the line, takes a shot deflected. Graf handles it again. Yeah, that's how Alabama scored their first goal. Little bounce of the puck just the wrong way for Tuck. Simos thinking about a shot, getting harassed by Howe. Gulata plays it towards the goal line with Tratar. In the slot, Tratar cannot pull the handle or pull the trigger. Golick whips on that pass, turns it over to Tratar, looking down low, right out in front, and Graf makes the pad save. Simos at the left point, plays it in deep. It's Tratar here. Was looking for Reese Gulata, give and go from the circle, and a glove save made by Ryan Graf. Alabama getting some really nice looks recently. Tech needs to tighten up on the back end, but Graf absolutely keeping his team in the game. Schaefer shot deflected wide, and it's Connolly trying to get it out. There's a penalty coming up, puck in Gulata's stick, and that's going to be the third power play of the night for Alabama. I think elbowing on Andy Holden. So Alabama with one more late chance to double their lead going into intermission. That was quite a chaotic situation, so worth having the discussion. Teams trying to figure out what's going on. Penalty killers for Tuck are Dudley, Umberto, Goodell, Steckel, and Roy. It looks like Reese Gulata, Tratar, and Poland for the Alabama forwards on the power play. At the line it goes. Walking the line, it's Simos with the shot, and a glove save early on the power play made by Graf. Take a look at how that play developed. It looked like Dudley Umberto got that puck to the point, winning the draw as such. Simos, another chance sticked aside by Graf. Final 10 seconds. Simos at the right point through traffic, sailed it wide. The final 5 seconds in the middle frame. They use the wall to get it out. Georgia Tech and Alabama, a one-goal game heading into the final period of regulation. We'll get the goal scorer for you for the third period, but it was just a funny bounce that hopped its way on net and beat Ryan Graf for the 1-point. We'll see you all in the third period. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur. your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up.
The energy again.
First or second? Second intermission. Okay. And then press play. So you're gonna show this when it's done, second intermission, and press play. Press play. Okay, gotcha. Okay. That puck centers for Degli. Umberto is stopped by Lemanowitz. They score! Top of the circle, drops it off. Lee's shot rang off the iron there. They try to throw it back on goal. Free puck still in the crease. They score! Here, if you're Miami, you want to get that puck in the offensive zone, start testing Brendan Germano. But it's been all Tech thus far, and they score again! And the Canes will pick it up with Mensimer, but cannot clear the zone as of now. Jake Kotzian down Main Street, looks to play it in front, they score! Welcome to another episode of Broadcast Breakdown, where we're talking about some words you may hear during a GT hockey broadcast. Today we're talking about an area of the ice with plenty of scoring chances, the slot. Sharp in the corner, moves it to Mazur, right in the slot, they score!
Simply put, the slot is the area about 10 feet away from the front of the net, right in between the face-off circles, where the shooter has the best chances of scoring a goal, because the goalie has to have a very quick reaction time.
The slot is kind of divided into 2 different areas, the high slot and the low slot. The low slot kind of Covers this area in between both the face-off dots and under the hashes to the crease. This is a good area to tip pucks, get rebounds, kind of get some of those cheeky goals on net. You also have the high slot, which is this area kind of more up here, still in between the face-off dots, but kind of above the hash marks. This is a better area for those power play goals, that middle bumper guy, and a lot of one-timers get scored in here.
On some power play setups, there's an essential role known as the bumper, which is responsible for taking a lot of quick shots and passing the puck around quickly from the high slot. They're always trying to find open space and always trying to create those great opportunities for them to be able to score or move the puck effectively to whatever player is open.
Jack, you've been very good at converting scoring chances when you reach the slot. On a play like a rush, when you get to the slot, what's your mindset? What are you thinking trying to score there?
Yeah, so when I'm in the slot, typically I'm aware that there's usually going to be pressure coming rather quickly, so I really just look to get the puck on net and go for a rebound, because most likely I'll have one of my teammates in front looking to convert.
What's been your favorite goal you've scored this season from the slot, and what made it so memorable?
So our game at home against UGA in November, the second goal I scored in the slot was probably the most memorable. Just the way the play developed and the way my teammates got it to me, it was pretty special to put the puck in the net and then go celebrate in front of our fans with my teammates.
Second of the night for Jack Golick, off the post and in.
We talked about how dangerous it could be if forwards are able to get a clean look in the slot. What are some things defensemen like yourself can do to prevent the forwards from getting a clean shot?
Yeah, so if he's getting the slot, all you want to do is step up if you can. If you're close enough, get your stick on the puck. If not, get down, block a shot, make a play, but really the best thing you can do is get your stick on the puck, maybe direct it off into the netting if possible.
So in a situation when a forward is screening the goalie in the slot, how are you able to balance breaking that screen with preventing the forward from getting a clean look?
Right, so first thing you want to probably do is box them out. And then if you can get to the puck, get up to him, but if not, the main thing you want to do is box him out and let our goalie get a clean look and not get screened.
Clean look for Brendan Germano. He's able to glove it down.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Broadcast Breakdown. Let us know if you have any other terms you would like us to break down in the comments for next time. I'm Patrick, and this is Sterling. We hope you enjoyed it.
Enjoy the rest of the game.
Douglas Umberto is looking for a deep. Root in front and a stop by Ryback. He scores!
Hey, my name is Andy Hildrum. I'm number 28 and I play center on the Georgia Tech hockey team, and I'm a freshman business administration major. So talking about our Savannah Classic tournament specialty jerseys that we wore this year, I kind of helped lead the design process for our Savannah jerseys, because ever since I kind of found out about the white specialty jerseys that they did a couple years ago, I just thought that was really cool, and I wanted to bring the tradition back of doing the specialty jerseys. So I started with some really early mock-ups. We wanted to go for like a cream look, kind of giving that Winter Classic vintage type of vibe, but we found out UGA was already planning on wearing cream as the home team, so we kind of had to pivot away from that idea. The original mock-ups of the jerseys that we went with were yellow and navy. I took a lot of inspiration for the design from a high school hockey team near my hometown in Minnesota. It was one of their jerseys that they wore for like an outdoor Winter Classic game. Unfortunately, the yellow design was turned down by licensing department since it was kind of too much of a secondary color. So we had to switch up to gold, which still turned out great, and I'm super happy with the way they ended up looking. Verbero did a great job cracking them out in a short amount of time and on short notice, and so we're super grateful to them for getting them to work out. They looked great in the tournament. And I'm already in the works of making specialty jerseys for next season, or a specialty jersey for next season, whether for Savannah again or just in general. I'm looking at some vintage style GT logo designs that we could possibly use, or maybe like a cream Winter Classic type of vibe, or maybe like a sleek Atlanta themed jersey, but yeah, stay tuned for those.
And the Canes will pick it up with Mensimer, but cannot clear the zone as of now. Jay Kotzian down Main Street, looks to play it in front, they score! It's Jack Golick on the rebound. Or excuse me, Bobby Mallon, his first goal of the tournament. Make it 3-0 Georgia Tech. And as you can see on that replay, Jack Golick, Georgia Tech's leading goal scorer, cashes in for the first time in the tournament. Craving real home-style barbecue that's just a short drive from campus? Meet Community Q in Decatur, your new go-to spot for mouth-watering sliced brisket, St. Louis-style ribs, and all your barbecue favorites. From legendary mac and cheese to black-eyed peas, every dish is made fresh daily, with leftovers donated to the food bank. They're open Wednesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Swing by or order ahead to guarantee that your barbecue wishes are fulfilled. Want to mix it up for your next GT Club meeting or tailgate? Community Q's Catering has you covered, starting at just $15 per person for 2 meats, 2 sides, buns, sauce, and utensils. Community Q, always a cut above the rest. Not long ago, many neighborhoods had their own diner where friends and family comfortably gathered for a fresh breakfast or a cup of coffee. Thumbs Up Diner keeps that tradition alive in Atlanta, blending an urban atmosphere with friendly service for a relaxing breakfast and lunch experience. Whether you enjoy their homemade golden biscuits or famous skillet heaps, Thumbs Up welcomes you with diner favorites at prices that always hit the spot. The diner would love to welcome every Georgia Tech student, family member, and fan, so come on down to their convenient location just behind the campus recreation center. For a taste of Southern comfort and classic diner charm, visit Thumbs Up Diner today for a meal that'll leave you smiling and giving a big thumbs up.
The energy again kind of like transfers from the fan.
Brooks with the cross-ice feed picked off by Boyd. Got it to Degliamberto, who gets the early clear short-handed. Terranova drops that puck back there. It is Evan Simos advancing it to Guada. The pass was too far, and so an icing on the power play for the Frozen Tide. Set to take it for Georgia Tech. We put it on goal, stick to side by Terranova. Goodell got it further and deep, and so that is Trotar working it for Alabama. Will lead the rush himself and chip it over to Simos far side, wraps it around the wall for Liscuada. At the left point, it's corralled by Trotar, looks for a lane, takes the shot, blockered by Graf, and Alabama looks to keep control here. They work it back out to that left point with Trotar, across for Simo, shot blocked in front, and Tech fortunately has that puck popped into Alabama's defensive zone. They try to catch Tech in a change here. McLean Boyd will glove it down and go for a skate himself short-handed. Elects to get the clear with 15 seconds to go, and Terranova will just drop it off there for his defenseman Luke Richards. Final seconds of this power play. Alabama has not scored on the man advantage tonight. Golick has Colin Dorcas to his left, tries to get it in. Dorcas will pick it up and cut back. Throws it towards the net. It's blocked in front there by number 12, Drews Remak. Miller tries to backhand it out of his own zone. It's picked up by Richards battling in deep. Dorcas trying to dig that puck out from the couple of skates. And Dorcas will come away with that puck and stay with it down the near side. Colin Dorcas flips it into the O-zone and gets to it himself. Dropped it off towards Colin. The pass did not connect. Up ahead, beautiful deep clear by Luke Richards. And the puck ends up in Tech's defensive zone. It's Levi Miller starting the breakout, and he'll connect with Greg Steckel. Tries to work around his man. An opportunity for Gabe Poland. Plenty of room left wing, and a big stop with the pad by Ryan Graff. Here's a turnover for Tech. They try the tight angle shot, cannot get it off, and so it's Golick chasing after it for Georgia Tech. Corralled, but that was a delayed offside, and so 17:01 left in the third. A neutral zone faceoff. So here we go. Andy Hildrum set to take that draw for Tech. Here's a quick shot, and I think Graf deflected that one out of play from Rocco Esposito. Me neither, yeah. Just saw the result, but a good stop from Ryan Graf there. 50-50 puck won by the Frozen Tide. That one trickles in. Got a piece of that long-range shot, but not enough of it, and the Frozen Tide lead 2-0. Joshua Lee. Lee will pick it up. Puck. Okay, sorry everyone, just trying to get the goal scorers down. McLean Boyd back on it for Tech here. Trying a new thing. Anyways, cross-ice feed intercepted from Connolly, but it was deemed offside. Feature hopefully with Tucker when we actually have the roster of another team in full. But 2-0 Alabama here. 5 minutes just about expired in the final period of regulation time. It's Dorado around, it's gonna go here, and collecting that puck is Jersey Tritar on that far side, tries to get around Boyd. Picked up by Shu and turned over. A quick shot sailing a ride there. Picking it up is Cohen Peterson, and around it goes to McLean Boyd. Digging for that puck is Tritar, and now Eli Rubin on it, trying to advance it ahead. A shot from the line, gloved down by Graff. So a face-off coming up with 15:09 remaining. While we have this chance, I'd like to talk about Thumbs Up Diner. Great food, friendly service, and a place that feels like home. That's Thumbs Up Diner. Make your next meal a big thumbs up at their convenient Midtown spot next to Georgia Tech. Shot from the line gets deflected out of play, and so the same situation coming right up. Dagliamberto set to take it for the Jacket. Puck behind the goal line, intercepted by Miller, chips it off the board. A give and go to Dagliamberto has Keshner behind him. Keshner tries to pick it up, ends up behind the Alabama goal line, and Keegan Goodell back on it, turned it over to Evan Siemens. Anastasio gets it in deep. Dagliamberto back on it. Tried to chip it over to Steckel. And a big turnover. Simos with room. A glove save. The rebound went wide. They try to wrap it around. Here's a big chance and a stop by Graff. As a man is down in the slot, they finally blow it dead.
I get it if it's a ball, but
trying to have a listen into that Alabama bench, but it appeared the coach was not too happy about the lack of a trainer responding to the situation quickly. Very understandable, if you ask me. I cannot speak to what the rules are in this league in terms of where a trainer has to be, but yeah, that was a scary situation. Completely understand his perspective. We hope Evan Simos is doing all right. And with that, we have 14:21 left in the third period. Alabama up by 2. Georgia Tech trying to at least get back into this game. Steckel takes a spill, turned it over momentarily. Iwata with that puck behind the goal line here. Trichar to the line. Here's a quick shot and a stick save made by Graff. They get it to Trichar, was looking for the one-timer, deflected it wide. And Steckel looks to advance it by flipping it out of the zone. It ends right back up with Drew Zrina. His pass too far for Spiegel, and so an icing coming up on the Frozen Tide. Every plate at Community Q is made fresh daily, and leftovers go straight to the food bank. That's barbecue with flavor and with heart. Draw coming up to the left of Tyler Terranova. Tech wins it, and it's Steckel playing it off the glass. Sawyer Howe will chase after it for the Jackets. Steckel at the line, got it to Jorkus, played it in front towards Golick as Howe tried to pick it up. A one-timer ripping it high was Greg Steckel. Occurred in the college football world last week with Alabama going down. Sawyer Howe appears to have drawn a penalty, and so Tech going to the bench, going to the power play as Reed Anesthesia heads to the box for tripping. We're starting to get to the point in the game where it kind of feels like it's now or never. If you're Georgia Tech, what has Tech done that you want to see more of, Carter? It's more like that, absolutely. Let's take another look at it. Beautiful couple of passes to set up the nice scoring achievement. It's McLean Boyd with room down the right side out in front. Golick steered it into the corner. Alabama looks to get the clear. It goes off the stanchion and all the way down. 1:37 to go on the power play. Now exactly 1:30. Up ahead it's Sawyer Howe. Howe right side gets knocked off that puck. Alabama gets their second consecutive clear. Graff played it to Boyd and now Lee's on it. Joshua Lee works it back for McLean Boyd. And just over a minute to go on this power play opportunity for the Jackets. A cross-ice feed tape to tape connects with Lee. It's broken up at the blue line, and Alabama gets yet another clear. So Sawyer Howe will lead the rush for Tech on the far side of the ice. Makes a miss. Top of the circle, looks to drive the net. Works it to the line with Lee. Takes a shot block, and a short-handed opportunity here. They look to just put it on goal, and Kraft will leave it for Joshua Lee. 30 seconds to go on the power play. A pass connects tape to tape, and it's McLean Boyd back on it for the Jackets. Forces Terranova to play that puck. Tries to get a clear himself, and Alabama will pick it up with Luke Richards. There's a big hit, short-handed chance, and a kick save made by Ryan Graff. Final seconds of the power play. Georgia Tech yet again not successful in cashing in. Here's an opportunity in the slot. A big hit there on Richards. Heschler takes a hit at open ice, and Alabama will just dump it in. That's Levi Miller looking to move it ahead. Puck along the board trim, and Richards tries to bring it himself as Anastasio tried a shot from the slot, could not. They try to work it off the wall. A bad stop made by Kraft. And 2-on-1 battle for Alabama. Picked up by Dudley Umberto, far corner now, and it's going to be played further and deep. And working it ahead was number 20, Greg Steckel. Behind the net, it's the other 20, this time for Alabama. Plenty of room. Pedersen shot block in front. And a backhand pass eventually does work out. They'll get it further and deep, and first to it is Reese Nuwata. Big hit lead by the big defenseman, Greg Steckel. Pedersen pinches in, gets it in deep, and Miller will get to it for Georgia Tech. Gets the clear, goes all the way down the ice. This one is going to be an icing. Hungry for more than just one of your barbecue favorites? Sonny's Barbecue's Pitmaster lets you choose 2 to 4 meats, 2 sides, and bread. The perfect way to enjoy the taste of tradition. Let's see what Georgia Tech is able to do with 10 minutes to go. It's Keshner. What a deke! He put it on goal, and Terranova made a great save with the pass. Andy Hildrum at that right point turned it over. Pedersen advances it ahead. It's Chatar for Alabama working it far side. As a man by the back door, goes around the zone, finding a lane. Chatar works it down low, connects here, and the shot gets blocked there from number 14, Jack Spiegel. Spiegel works it to the line, plenty of room here. A shot gets blocked by Hildrum, could be a 3-on-2 for the Jackets. Andy Hildrum with the one ball, intercepted and broken up and cleared by Alabama. Joshua Lee throws it in deep. Terranova going to play that puck. They'll drop it off here, and a feed D to D up ahead. It connects with Hunter Cohen. That one took a funny bounce in the slot. Mazur turned it over. A toe drag backhand sailed high by Cohen over the net. And Alabama with ozone time. They look to connect cross ice. Pinching in deep was the defenseman, and Dorcas looking to get that puck. He will. Backhands it to Ethan Mazur. Alabama rims it all the way around, and it's Joshua Lee. Lee has a bit of time and space, elects to feed Aiden Roy. Up ahead, connects with Mazur, but pass not crisp. And so we have a stoppage here. Did you catch that one, Carter? What happened there? Fair enough. Dorcas towards Golick now. He works it to the line. It's Miller's shot deflected wide, and Kamaraju will pinch in. This is Sawyer Howe at the line, takes a shot, glove save made by Terranova. Golick trying to win that puck back, and it is Sawyer Howe for the Jackets, but he turns it over. Now Dorcas, couple nice steaks, look to connect with Golick. Nice stick lift from him as he looks to center, gets bodied though, and so Alabama has some room to clear. Nice battle effort from Georgia Tech here. Now finally Alabama will get the clear with Hunter Cohen. He'll flip it on goal and Graf will stick it aside. This is Kamaraju up ahead, looking for Sawyer Howe. And Howe gets it to Kamaraju. A backhand feed towards Dorcas on the near side, connects with Kushner fresh off the bench. And it's Keegan Goodell working it in deep. Turned it over though to Drew Zremak. Got it to Pedersen and up ahead for Seymour. Through some legs, it's Dougley Umberto looking. Kushner and a save made. Good stop by Terranova. Take a look at that most recent chance. Nice work by Dougley Umberto. A beautiful backhand and plenty of space for Kushner. Just a great glove grab. I know it's a good song, but the band cannot be playing during the play. That's all right, though. Goodell up ahead for Kushner, too far, or he got it, just cannot handle it. It's Zremak, reversed it to Pedersen behind Terranova's net. On that half wall, they use the glass to chip it out, and it's McLean Boyd with 5:50 remaining. They try to connect with Kushner. Terranova gonna play that puck. There is no trapezoid rule in this league, and so that's fair game. Boyd looking for the D to D pass, connects with the lead. And up ahead, it's Dougley Umberto. This is Pedersen off the wall, gets it to Gulata, who got it in deep. Joshua Lee behind his own net, uses the net to move it ahead. Goes for a skate, gets by his man, was looking for Golick. And now Alabama back the other way with Gulata. He lost the handle, but worked it in deep for Spiegel. Lee tries to pick it up at that left point. They turn it over to Dorcas. As Golick could be an odd-man rush if they hurry. Dropped it off for Howe. Tries to corral that puck and not. And Alabama's back on it the other way. Spiegel into the high slot. Takes the shot, deflected wide. And so Greg Steckel with some space, just under 5 minutes to go in the third period. Miller turns that puck over, but it's picked up by Golick. He sauces it over to Greg Steckel. Gets it in deep, goes around the boards, and Dorcas will get to it. Uses skates to pick up that puck. Off the boards it's going to go, and Golick tried to take that puck himself. Alabama gets a clear towards the net of Graf. Not quite. Tatar beats out the icing, though. Got picked right back up by Tuxley by Miller. Tape to tape with Golick, and now Howe. Down the right side he goes. His shot gets blocked. Stays with it himself. A backhand saucer feed kept into the zone by Miller, and it's Dorcas. Tried to work around Tatar. One-on-one battle picked up by Golick, and now turned over to Hunter Cohen. Just over, or just under 4 minutes to go. It's Cohen into the slot. Right circle shot, one just wide. I would love to see it. I tend to be more on the aggressive side. There's a shot and a big stop made by Graf, dangerous situation. But I tend to enjoy when teams pull the goaltender maybe a bit early, but Tech's down by 2 with 3 minutes to go. You're going to want to see that just about now when they get that puck in the to center, no one there. And perhaps Tech is looking to get their top line on the ice before they pull Graf. That's Terranova dropping it off to Schaefer, who flips it out of play, and we hope all the fans are all right. Graf was just looking towards the bench there, and he's going to go for a skate. Perhaps a timeout. Yeah, Georgia Tech using their time. So this is definitely the situation, and I think they know it. With 2.5 minutes to go, down by 2, it's now or never. Overall, Carter, what are your thoughts on this game? How have both teams played? Absolutely. No matter what happens, it was a phenomenal debut for Ryan Graf. We'll see if his team can give him some goal support here. With 2.5 minutes left, it is 2-0. Graf is still between the pipes. Looks like Tech is going to want to gain control of that puck before they elect to pull it. Yeah, I get that sense as well. Let's see if that plays to Tech's advantage. It does not. As Alabama wins that draw, Schaefer chips it down the ice. That will go towards Graf's net, and so no icing on the play. Just under 2.5 minutes to go now. It is Jack Golick. Graf starting to wander, and here goes Golick. Beautiful deep, stays with it himself. Look to center to Dorcas, who rips it just wide. Graf at the bench, extra attacker on Indegliumberto. Joshua Lee shot deflected by Golick wide. Dorcas tries to get it to him. Golick give and go. Dorcas lost the handle, and he's got it and sends it to Boyd. Over for Lee. Plays across ice, pass didn't work out. Logan Schaefer tries going towards the empty net. It hits the ceiling there, and so a face-off coming up in Alabama's defensive zone. Definitely not a rare occurrence to have a stoppage in play due to that at this rink. It works out in Tech's favor, though, as the face-off comes up in their offensive zone. Tie up again, this time won by Tech. It's Sawyer Howe. Backhands in towards Dorcas, behind the goal line, looking for Golick, tries to pull the trigger. It's Howe for Lee. Top of the zone, walks the line, takes a shot, big rebound available, the puck in sticks, they try to force it on goal. This one pops free to the right point, and Jack Golick down, but he seems to be all right, fortunately, getting back up. But you know what? Very impressive work, I think, with the extra attacker. That was a mad scramble we just saw. And it forces Alabama to take their timeout. hope you all have been enjoying this opening night action. Georgia Tech and Alabama here in Atlanta. Tech's next game coming up in exactly 1 week against the Kennesaw State Owls, right back here at the Atlanta Ice Forum. And hopefully by that point, we figure out a better solution for the Wi-Fi. But thank you guys for bearing with us and I guess watching this replay of the game. Phenomenal work tonight by the goaltenders. Ryan Graff looking fantastic. Tyler Terranova has done his job when tested. 1:18 to go in the third. Ryan Graff has been pulled. Colin Dorcas to hit the draw and he'll win it. Dagliamberto tries to get it in the zone and they say that entry was offside. Golick was engaging with some Alabama players there. 1:14 left in the third period. Again, extra attacker on. Dorcas against Pritchard. And Dorcas will get that puck into the O-zone cleanly, only for Alabama to clear, but that will be an icing call. Exactly 60 seconds left here in this one. Alabama bench getting excited. They'll put the draw to the left of Terranova this time. Alabama wins it right off the draw, though. A good shot from Dagliamberto. They put it back on goal, right in front for how the puck was in the skates. And a big drive fended off by Terranova on Steckel. Puck behind the goal line with 40 seconds left. Dagliamberto lays the body. Pops free to Lee with the shot. A giant block there, getting that puck into neutral ice by Poland. Pass does not connect with Dorcas. Terranova was thinking about going for the empty net. Did not quite have the angle on that one. But hey, I respect it. I respect it. You're up by 2 with 22 seconds left. Why not? So one last chance for Georgia Tech here. Right off the draw, it ends up in Terranova's glove. Nice work by Dorcas putting the puck on net. 19 seconds to go, tie up, collected by Howe. Nice deep, tries to get the shot away. It's Joshua Lee at that right point. Lee, goal line here, now in deep in front. Pass does not connect. 5 seconds left. There's a penalty coming up as a man went down. But on opening night, Alabama takes it 2-0. Tyler Terranova with the opening night shot. And not the best result for Georgia Tech. Quite an entertaining opening night, low-scoring game, but filled with back and forth action. And this time it's Alabama who comes away with the victory. Carter, any solid performances from Tech you want to shout out?